What is up? All right, what we got? 2023 free agency. I just saw Eric Kendricks, which I met last year. We got his autograph. I took my son to the Ravens game when they played out in Minnesota. But he went to the Chargers. So Eric Kendricks, I'm sorry, linebacker with the Chargers. That's big. You got him and you got Mac now. That's a big move right there. That's a big move. The Panthers, they get Bozeman at center. Von Bell, safety. That's a big move. That's a good move right there for the Panthers. So far, let's go. Falcons. Falcons are making moves here. Jesse Bates, the third. Lindstrom from the Falcons. Tyler Henneke from Washington. Bills, so far, McGovern from the Cowboys. Bears, they got Edwards and Nate Davis. And Tremont Edmonds, linebacker. Okay. Bengals go for linebacker Pratt. All right. Oh, no, Pratt's with the Bears. I'm sorry. Bengals linebacker. Oh, they re-signed them. Okay, they re-signed them. All right. Broncos are making some moves. I'm a Broncos fan. I like re-signing Alex Singleton. He was good. I don't know why the Eagles didn't keep him. Alex Singleton. Look at that. Defensive stop rate leaders. He's number one. Gay, Roberts. He goes down there. 3-year deal, $18 million. That's $6 million a year. Half of it guaranteed. So half of his contract's guaranteed every year. I'm happy for Alex Singleton, man. He plays hard. I loved watching him play. Big move right there for the Broncos. Zach Allen, D-line from the Cardinals. Like 18 mil, around that, a year for 3 years. Jarrett Stidham, quarterback from the Raiders. I think the Patriots draft Stidham. Ben Powers from the Ravens. I like that. McGlinchey, tackle from the 49ers. They're making some moves right now. I would love if the Broncos would go after another running back. I mean, I know we got Williams. But I would like to have a 1-2 punch, man. Imagine Derrick Henry to the Broncos. That'd be nice. I mean, I can see Derrick Henry in a Buffalo uniform. I mean, who else can Henry go to? Let's see. You got Buffalo. He stays at, I don't know why Tennessee won't keep him. The Ravens. I think the Ravens running back is going to have a big year this year. He looked really good in the playoff game. Kansas City. Can Henry go to Kansas City? Ooh, that would be dangerous. Mahomes and Derrick Henry. Ouch. All right, let's get back to it. Houston Texans, Case Keenum, Jimmy Ward. That's a nice pickup, Jimmy Ward. Chiefs, they get Taylor. Raiders get Jimmy G, Marcus Epps. Not Mike Epps, the comedian. Jacoby Myers. The Dolphins really signed Mike White. Wow. Imagine if he comes in against the Jets and he beats them. That would be hysterical. David Long Jr. And then the Vikings, Josh Oliver, tight end. They just picked up a tight end. They want to go double tight end? Huh. Patriots signed a cornerback. Saints got Derek Carr. They re-signed Jameis Winston. Jawan Johnson, tight end. Giants go for their linebacker from the Colts. Jets, Quincy Williams, linebacker. That's not bad. And they get Lazard. They going after all Packers. Peterson to the Steelers. That's nice. I mean, this is the end of his career. I mean, he still has a little bit. He still has some in the tank, but I think it's more his name than anything. But good for him. Good for him. 49ers get Hargrave from the Eagles, Darnold. Seahawks, Geno Smith, Draymond Jones, the end from the Broncos. I think we also got Zach Allen. Yeah, Zach Allen, the end from the Cardinals. All right. Tampa Bay, Jamal Dean. Commanders get offensive lineman, offensive tackle. They want to protect their quarterback. Be something if Lamar went to Washington. All right, best players still available. Let's see what we got. Barkley, Bradbury, Orlando Jones, Orlando Brown Jr., Levante David. That would be someone who really that would be a nice pickup for somebody. Levante David, Jasecki. Who else we got? Poyer would be a nice pickup. Miles Sanders. Maybe Sanders. Denver picks up Sanders. You have Sanders and Williams in the backfield. Juju Smith-Schuster. The Ravens need a wide receiver. Fletcher, DJ Shark. Top stories, Jordan Love. Yeah, the Packers need to just throw him in and see what he has, man. He has to know the offense now, Jordan Love. This is his time. You got to have weapons around him. It's not going to be good if he has no weapons around him. I mean, if he does good and has no weapons, then that says a lot for Jordan Love. I think Daniel Jones, we saw his best in the playoff game. I mean, the Vikings defense wasn't that great, but I mean, that's what you're going to get from Daniel Jones. Listen, I said before, Lamar Jackson, I mean, I don't know if anybody's going to offer. Maybe one or two teams will offer, but they don't want the market for quarterbacks going up that much. So they're going to play this game. There's no collusion, but there's a wink and a nod. They don't. The owners are not going to inflate the price of quarterbacks themselves because I have a feeling the Ravens, no matter what, are going to sign Lamar. If a team comes in and offers him more, I think the Ravens are going to match it or give him more. So, I mean, I think owners know that. So why even make an offer when, unless you don't like the owners of Baltimore and you come in with a high offer? That's the only thing I see happening. Let's look at six for best players available. Let's go to the draft. You got Bryce Young. This is Fox Sports. Jalen Carter, CJ Stroud, Willie Anderson Jr. You can't go wrong with an Alabama player. Robinson from Texas. Tyree Wilson, Texas Tech. Van Ness, Iowa. How many defensive? Let's see, top 10. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 10 defensive players in the top 10. Look at that. Another cornerback. Witherspoon, Illinois, Clemson, Quentin Johnston, wide receiver. Christian Gonzalez, cornerback. Joey Porter Jr., cornerback, Penn State. Anthony Richardson, they got him 18th. Redshirt sophomore, huh? Where's Caleb Williams in this? Did we go by Caleb Williams? Drew Sanders, Arkansas. Andre Carter II, Army, 50th, huh? Yeah, so Carolina's going to probably pick a quarterback on one. Yeah. What do we got? Jimmy G to the Raiders. That's nice. Thrown to Devontae Adams. That's nice. I don't know, but is he a step up from Derek Carr? He might be a more safer quarterback than Derek Carr. Doesn't make the mistakes. I mean, he does have a high winning percentage, so we'll see what happens. Tournament time is now. March Madness. All right, let's go over the bracket. All right. Alabama. I got Alabama. You know what? Let's do the bracket. Can I set up my bracket? Let me go to my ESPN. All right. We're going to do a bracket here. All right. So this is women's. I don't want to do women's yet. I don't want to do women's. I'll do women's after. All right. All right. So I'm going Alabama. This one is a pick 'em. Maryland, West Virginia. Do Maryland. I'm gonna go some upsets. There's always a 5-12 upset. So would you do Miami Drake? I'm gonna do Drake over Miami for the 5-12. San Diego State pulls one out. There's always a 4-13. I'm gonna go Virginia here. I'm gonna go Kent. I'm gonna go. There's always sometimes a 12 versus a 13 on one of the sides. Iona, they're coached Rick Pitino. NC State. That's gonna be a good game. I'll go with NC State. Baylor. Missouri, Arizona. I think it's going to be Arizona, Alabama. So just got to find my way there. That's all. Find your way. I mean, who do you think is going to be upset here? I mean, I think Charleston. I like Charleston to upset San Diego more than Furman over Virginia. So I would do Alabama to win, but then my safer pick, I would move it on here just to play it safe. I don't think Baylor's a good. They're not a great team this year. I mean, they could get upset. Ruin a lot of people. That's what happens. People go with these 1, 2s, and 3s, and they get upset. We're gonna go UCSB, Santa Barbara, NC State. I'm gonna take the 11 to move on. Arizona here. Then you make your way to Arizona, Alabama. I like that. Alabama, Arizona is a great match. That could be a championship match. Alabama, Arizona. You have to see if Sasser's hurt, but I guess I'm safe to say that they could win against North Kentucky without Sasser. So it gives them another couple days to get healthy. But even that, I'm going Auburn. I like their coach, the old Tennessee coach. Then I would think Sasser's back, hopefully, with the groin. I don't know what type of groin injury it is. But this, with Sasser out, this could ruin a lot of people's brackets here. So is it safer to take the 8 and 9 at this point? Because you don't know the health of Sasser. But you can do multiple brackets. So for this case, let's say Sasser's in. So I'm going to say Houston. Who am I more comfortable here? Drake has been hot. So I'm going to go with Drake. Usually a team that plays the Tuesday, Wednesday comes in and wins their first game. So I'm going to say one of these teams upsets Iowa State. Iowa State is not they start off slow. Mississippi State Pitt has played the game already. So that's going to be my upset here. And then Xavier, this could be a close game. Xavier can get beat if Sully Bum doesn't score. I watched them all year. If Sully doesn't score, they don't win. The kid from New Haven, Connecticut, Claude, he's been playing good, but you still need Sully Bum to score. Then I'm going to go Penn State. Penn State's guard plays nice. I think he's going to be hot. I'm going to go Texas. Texas, Penn State. You want to play it safe, you go Texas, Xavier. Texas beats Xavier, then Houston. That's a nice matchup. Alabama, Arizona. So you got 1, 2, and 1, 2. It's just finding your way to the safer plays. You got these upsets here and there. So let's scroll down. Let's go Purdue. Let's go FAU. Memphis won their tournament, but Houston didn't have Sasser. And the odds makers are showing it a closer game than what it is. So FAU here. I like Oral Roberts as an upset over Duke. I know Duke won the ACC championship, but I'm going with the upset Oral Roberts. They have a couple good players on their team. They have a 7-footer and some good guard play. Tennessee, let's go Kentucky. I don't know too much. K-State, I like them, but they've been losing a lot. I like Marquette on this side. Michigan State, they could probably win one. Then we'll go Marquette, Kansas State. Now I want to see the Oral Roberts matchup versus Purdue. These two big guys, Edie and Oral Roberts, big guy going at it. And then we'll go Purdue Marquette. That's a nice 1-2 matchup. And then over here we got Kansas. This you might see 1 and 2s on all 1, 2, 1. You might see 1, 2s unless Houston Sasser doesn't come back. Then that's in 9. Even say if Miami beats Drake, but a lower seed can make it all the way here if Houston. You can see Auburn make it here if they beat Houston. Let's go Arkansas. I want to see VCU. So that's how many 5-12s? I think that's too many 5-12s. Let's get Miami. Miami's gonna let's do Miami instead. Miami. Let's go Miami, Houston. All right. Let's take Drake out to lose. That's too many 5-12s. Do we have a 4? Yeah, we got the Kent State beating Indiana. I like Iona, but I'm a Connecticut. Let's go with UConn. And UConn pulling out a close game. Let's go TCU, Gonzaga, Northwestern. This is going to be a good game. I like their guard. UCLA. I got UCLA moving on versus Gonzaga. Gonzaga or UCLA can make it all the way. Let's go with the upset with UConn, and then we're going to go UCLA so we don't have another 1-2. But UConn can get beat the first round. All right, so let's go UCLA beats UConn. Marquette beats Purdue. Whoo! Let's go Alabama. And let's say Sasser's in, we'll go Houston. So we got a 1-2 and a 1-2 again. Alabama, Marquette, Houston, UCLA. I am going to go Alabama, UCLA, just in case. And we're going to go Alabama. They're score of a 40 plus a half. So let's say 88. They win by 3. They're up 1. They get fouled. They shoot 2. 85. There we go. All right. There are my picks. So in the Elite 8, we got Alabama, Arizona, which could be it could be a championship game. Houston, Texas. That's nice up there. Alabama, Arizona, that'd be a great game. Houston and Texas, same state. That'd be a huge game. You gotta look at the storylines here. I like the Oral Roberts Purdue because they're big guys going up against each other. But here in the Elite 8, Purdue Marquette, Shaka Smart coach coming in, pulling up the upset. Purdue gives up big leads, man. I've been watching them. They'll be up a lot and then they blow it. And then we have the 4 seed sneaking in. UCLA pulling out a close game to Gonzaga. And then UConn's just not enough for UCLA. I think UCLA has somebody hurt too. So, I mean, it could be UCLA. Yeah. And then my final 4, Alabama, Marquette, Houston, UCLA. I mean, they're chalks, but it's just finding these games here to try to get as much points as possible. That's what's going to separate you because a lot of people are going to have these teams in. All right, so here's my final: Alabama, UCLA. The playing games are tonight. I have no idea who's going to win tonight. You have no idea. Vegas has Mississippi State as the favorite, but a slight favorite, so they don't even know. And then who's the other one? FDU is one. Oh, Nevada is at SU. That's another one. On up here, who's playing Alabama? Okay. All right, there it is. Alabama, Marquette, Houston, UCLA. Alabama versus UCLA. What do you guys got? I'll submit it. This is the ESPN Men's Tournament Challenge. All right, guys. I will let me know who you guys like. All right.